What separates the successful from the not so successful? The rich from the poor habits? The money habits of the rich differ greatly from those of the poor. Do you want to be as rich as Warren Buffett or Elon Musk? Good. However, talk is cheap. Whether self-made billionaires who started from scratch, or those who inherited wealth and astronomically multiplied it, countless studies have shown that all wealthy people have similar habits. Studies have also shown that poor people have similar habits that make or keep them poor. In this video, we will compare the top 7 financial habits of the wealthy and poor. Number 1. The wealthy prioritize saving. The poor don't. Wealthy people are disciplined with their financial behaviors, and that includes saving. They are aware that earning more than spending is critical for wealth multiplication. So, they commit themselves. Start early, plan, and remain consistent to progressively build wealth. They don't wait to see what's left over at the end of the month. Rather, rich people have habits of paying themselves first, and then saving money automatically through automatic systems, into accounts, contributions, and insurance premiums. Poor people, on the other hand, always think it's too early to start saving. They're either too young, their income is too small, or they'll start right after the latest purchase. When they even finally decide to, they save after they have spent a good part of their income. There is no prior planning, no calculation, and no consistency. It's simply haphazard. Number 2. The wealthy budget. The poor don't. The wealthy are very intentional or deliberate about their money. They don't just budget for big-ticket items. They plan for small, miscellaneous expenses. Apart from having financial planners who help them with short, mid, and long-term goals, most rich people follow the 50-30-20 budget rule: needs, wants, savings. They tweak this rule to greatly reduce the 80% and grossly increase the savings percentage. On the other hand, poor people don't have a budget. They spend on what seems to be important at the time. Even when they attempt to budget, they make a few mistakes. They don't include small miscellaneous expenses, only major ones. Eventually, the little expenses add up to huge sums, and they don't stick with the budget they create. Number 3. The wealthy avoid or properly use debt. The poor create and ignore it. It might seem like a no-brainer, but wealthy people hate being in any form of debt. They avoid credit cards and would rather invest than pay interest to a bank. When they have to borrow, they do so at a lower interest rate and use debt only for leverage. These habits, including investing money only in assets that will produce greater returns or increase in value, cause the rich to retain their wealth. They also seek to pay off or reduce their debt as quickly as possible and prioritize paying off their balances in full every month. Poor-minded people accumulate debts for liabilities that depreciate. That means they purchase things that will depreciate or bring no financial return. They also love interest-free loans and get enticed into unnecessary debt. The poor mindset owner tries to pay only the minimum interest on the debt. When they are unable to pay, they tend to ignore it or run away from the collectors. Number 4. The wealthy have multiple streams of income. The poor rely on one. Beyond their major stream of income, most wealthy people tend to diversify their investment portfolios with other assets like real estate, land, or other assets that provide passive income. They are aware that the business world can be unpredictable, so they prepare against financial storms and fluctuations by having a portfolio of wealth-generating assets. Many poor people rely on one source of income, usually their salaries. They live from paycheck to paycheck and don't care enough to learn how to generate passive income or grow their earning capacity. Number 5. The wealthy invest. The poor avoid it. Wealthy people not only save, but they also have an organized investment plan and are very knowledgeable about their investments. They budget at least 20% of their income for investments and set up automatic systems that seamlessly transfer cash into these accounts so that there's a continuous supply of funds for more investments. Investments? Not for me. This is the inner dialogue of most poor people. Most poor people don't know anything about investments and avoid them like a plague. Their spend all you have now mindset does not make them see the benefits of delayed gratification and long-term investing. Many of them are full of horror stories of investments gone wrong, which happen to other people. Number 6, the wealthy financially educate themselves. The poor are financially illiterate. This is a major difference in the rich versus poor mindset. One of the most admirable money habits of the wealthy. Instead of blindly taking financial advice, wealthy people take charge by educating themselves. They choose financial responsibility by learning about their money, business, and investments. Rich people know what they earn, what they own, and how much their investments cost. They just don't make money. They protect and grow it. On the other hand, poor people consider learning about money or investments cumbersome and confusing, so they tend to leave their financial decisions to others. Even with all the free resources available, it has been discovered that poor people would rather spend their time and resources on entertainment than financial education. Number 7, the wealthy live frugally. The poor spend unnecessarily. Despite their wealth, most wealthy people are frugal, not cheap. There is a big difference. They need to spend and purchase only what they need. Even when they get a financial increase or windfall, they don't spend the extra money. Bargaining or asking for discounts are money habits the rich are proud of. This helps them save and invest more of their income, which in turn helps them remain financially independent. Delayed gratification is their lifestyle. Poor people are financially indisciplined. They want to spend and many times purchase what they don't need. They also engage in lifestyle creep, raising their spending as their income increases. Most poor people also try to keep up with the Joneses, buying the latest gadgets or toys to impress others, unaware that they are digging themselves into a debt hole. In conclusion, we've explored the fascinating differences between the money habits of the rich and the poor. It's clear that how we manage our finances can have a significant impact on our financial well-being. While the rich often prioritize investing, saving, and seeking multiple sources of income, the poor tend to struggle with debt, impulsive spending, and a lack of financial education. But the good news is that it's never too late to adopt positive money habits and improve our financial situation. It starts with small steps like creating a budget, setting financial goals, and educating ourselves about personal finance. Remember, wealth is not just about the size of our bank account, but also about the mindset and habits we cultivate. Let's strive to learn from the rich and implement their money habits in our own lives. Together, we can build a more secure and prosperous financial future. Thank you for joining me in this eye-opening journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more insightful content. And as always, here's to a financially empowered future.